Superman. Oh, lordy pajordy. Okay, so a lot of stuff in the Superman world right now. Let's get to talking about that. All right. So for one, Superman is now out on digital, and so my timeline today on Twitter has been nothing but clips, gifs, screen grabs. This is such a funny pose of Lex Luthor trying to run away from Superman, but he does not end up getting away. A lot of good stuff. Even people getting to relive a lot of the great moments, like friggin' Mr. Terrific and his T-Sphere scene. A lot of good stuff. But one thing that people were noticing, let me see here if I can pull it up. Let's see, message. In there, people zoomed in on a report. Here it is. At the end of the movie, whenever Lex Luthor is revealed to be behind a lot of the manipulating and stuff like this, on the screen for a news report, it says the Daily Planet shows Luthor was behind the false images of Superman's parents' message claiming da da da. Da. And boy, this has sparked up that debate like crazy. If you guys don't know what debate it is, spoilers if you haven't seen Superman. I definitely think you should now that it's available to rent or buy on VOD. The thing that gets revealed in Superman that was kind of controversial is that Superman's parents were not the best people. They left him on Earth with the message saying that, son, you got to repopulate the Kryptonians. You got to do what you can to save us. And if no one agrees with you, kill him, son. That's basically the gist of their message. And it was a crazy thing because all throughout the movie, like 10 different people tell Superman the message is legit. The message is legit. And me as a viewer watching the movie, I'm like, the message is not legit. The message is not legit. And by the end of the movie, we're all like, oh crap, the message was legit. What the heck? Kryptonians are evil? Something we're still wrestling with, and I'm wondering if there's going to be any implications with that in the next Superman movie that's coming up. But James Gunn is very adamant. He's like, no, I am not going back on that because people have theorized, oh, Brainiac probably messed with that. Oh, I bet General Zod is actually Bradley Cooper and he did that message. Or people are trying to find every theory, every excuse that is not actually what Superman's parents meant. And James Gunn, you could see it's tons of interviews where he's like, that's the way it is, no matter what. So Jimmy Gunn, I want you to explain then why in your own movie it says that the message was false and faked. Come on, Jimmy. I want to hear it right now, buddy. You put them glasses off, you spike your hair up, you do this with your white beard, and you say, oopsie. Oopsie. I honestly, if I'm being honest, I'm giving Jimmy Gunn a hard time, but I think this might have just been one of those things that slipped by. Maybe there was other versions of the movie where James Gunn was flipping on making the message false and doctored, and other versions where he kept it the same. Because this is something that comes from I know Smallville did it, but it's also, and I don't know which was first, Smallville or this issue of and Superman Birthright. That is a plot point in the comic. I read this in preparation for Superman. I thought it was a really good book. But in that, Lex Luthor does falsify the image of Kryptonians. He like creates a bunch of like holograms that Kryptonians are bad people and they want to take over the Earth. And Superman is there to prepare us for all of that. And then it gets found out that, oh, Lex Luthor faked all that and it was just trying to give Superman a bad image. And I thought that's what they were going for, is that by the end of the movie, it'd be like Superman Birthright, and you'd find out, oh no, Lex Luthor just manipulated all that, and that was what ended up happening. So who knows? I don't think it'll mean anything. I'm sure James Gunn will probably address it in a matter of days and be like, "Oh, that's not supposed to be there. That's something that guy by me. Sorry about that." Because he, like I said, he literally said, "I'm not changing it. That his parents are bad, and that's that." And I'm like, "God damn." Ooh, the memes have been funny about that too, because with Spider-Man coming out, people have been joking about what would a James Gunn Spider-Man movie look like, and it's just captions of Uncle Ben dying on the ground saying, "F bitches, Spider-Man." Like, Uncle Ben, you're crazy, man. That'd be James Gunn's Uncle Ben. Get the hose, Spider-Man. Get them all. It would be crazy. Okay, but aside from that, though, since Peacemaker has had its red carpet premiere, at the red carpet, James Gunn did give a name to his universe that he's building with Superman, where he said James Gunn has officially announced the Superman Saga. That's what James Gunn said. The Superman Saga, which people have pointed out, Matt Reeves calls the Batman universe the Batman Crime Saga. We doing a little synergy there? We doing a little something? I'm going to be annoying in this one, let me tell you real quick. And the other crazy part is that the next project of the Superman Saga will go into production hopefully soon. In fact, James Gunn even says this to elaborate. He says, we're scheduling it right now. I'm totally done with the treatment. My treatments are incredibly intense. They're 60-page treatments with dialogue and everything. Now I'm just turning that into a script. We're planning out when we're going to shoot that. It's going to be much sooner rather than later. I need you guys to realize Superman has been in theaters for a total of 35 days. So basically a month and 5 days. Superman has been in theaters that long. We're already got a sequel, and the treatment and story for it is done. He still has to write the script, but based on what he said, it's going to be pretty easy for him with everything he's got prepared. And now they're planning on when they can shoot this right away. This should be heaven for Superman fans, because we were in that trap with Henry Cavill. We had a movie we enjoyed. I like Man of Steel, still do, even after watching this Superman movie, which I also liked. But we had to wait years for when's Man of Steel 2? When's this coming out? And we never got, within a month or a little over a month, sequel coming, filming soon. See you there, buddy, old boy. That's pretty crazy. That's awesome. And it's just nice for Superman fans to kind of be out of that rut of, here's a movie, might not see another one for 10 years, because heck, that last Superman film with Quest for Peace took years. For Superman Returns, that happened. Took years for Man of Steel, and then took years for this Superman. It's cool. All right, so with that, though, it has also brought up the insane coincidence that with this, and with James Gunn talking about it, saying it's going to production sooner than later, meaning basically by next year, 2026, the movie would begin filming. And what else is going to be filming around the same time? It's spring of 2026. The Batman 2. The Batman 2 will be filming. And with the way things are aligning, it's looking that we are going to have Superman 2, or whatever he ends up calling it. I know he says it's kind of a sequel, kind of a not sequel, whatever it is. It's a Superman sequel. And Batman 2 the same year in 2027. Bro, what are we doing here? That's craziness. That's insanity. I mean, one, to have a Batman and a Superman movie, separate things, but to also have them all fall on the same year, that's pretty good. That's insane. It feels like it fuels my like little shoulder nod that like they combine in these universes, man. How do you have Batman Part 2 come out and Superman 2 and be like, oh, but they separate things. I don't know, man. I know it's annoying to hear, but I think it's crazy. And that Secret Wars year, oh, Kevin Feige is sweating then. I'm not thinking the movies will be any bigger than Secret Wars. It's all definitely going to depend on Doomsday and how well that does. But that is insane to think about. 2027 is going to be a crazy year because we're going to have a Superman team-up movie. We're going to have the Batman movie come out. And who knows what other DC projects, because they're trying to get Wonder Woman off the ground fairly soon. There's always tons of other projects James Gunn's working on last minute. Marvel, who knows what they're doing right there. It's crazy to think about. So that's really why I just wanted to kind of toss it off to you guys and tell you what you think about that. The fact that we're going to be getting Superman. It's also going to be crazy in comparison because it took us, 6 years to get the Batman Part 2. It's going to take us like 2 years to get Superman 2. Insanity. But hey, that's James Gunn. When you're the head of the studio, your movies can get a sequel like that, right? And James only has like a 5-year contract before he like either re-ups it or gets let go. So I think James is just trying to do as much as he can, as fast as he can before that contract is up and he either gets let go or not. I think he's going to be kept on, but you never know. There's been tons of regime changes at Warner Brothers over the years, so could happen. 6-7. Oh, dang it! Not the chat, not the 6-7 chat. I'm sorry, I said it. Oh, my bad.